Hello everyone, welcome to your reading. This is Kay and you're on the Collective Soul Tarot channel. In today's reading we will be looking at what will happen to the situation you have on your mind. I'll begin by randomly pulling 3 cards from this oracle deck for you to choose from. Please use your intuition to determine which of the 3 piles you're most drawn to. So of course, if you're feeling drawn to all 3 piles, by all means, then watch all 3 readings. So the first pile, second pile, and third pile. For the first pile, we have citrine. Confidence is a skill that can be cultivated, and you are now being guided to reach for the light within yourself. Card number 5, that's change. Challenges, change. Card number 31, meadow. For pile number 2, let your being be as full and vibrant as the summer meadow. Okay, that's pile 2. Pile 3, we have card 34, prayers to the earth. Become present with the blessings you already have. May gratitude fill your heart. So 34 is 7, 31 is 4, and there's 5. So we have 5 with change and challenges. 34 is adds to 4, is foundational. And 34 is 7, which is more like a divine number, heavenly divine number. Okay, so if you do not want to use your intuition to choose the pile for yourself, I have another option for you to choose from. I have the dice here, and you'll choose, if you wish to choose by a number that resonates most for you, I'll choose 2 numbers per pile. We have 1 and 6 for pile number 1. Pile number 2, we have 2 and 3. For pile number 2, and for pile number 3 we have 4 and 5. Okay, and if this is not the way you want to choose your pile, we can use the zodiac signs. Okay, so I'm not looking, but here's 4 for that pile, here's 4 for pile 2, and here's 4 for pile 3. All right, so for pile 1, we have Cancer and Gemini, Sagittarius, and Aquarius. For pile 2, we have Libra, Leo, Scorpio, and Virgo. For pile 3, we have Pisces, we have the Taurus, this is Aries, and then Capricorn. All those goatee-like creatures are all in pile 3 this time. Okay, so guys, take your time, decide which way works best for you for choosing a pile. And I'll be back with your reading. See you soon. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the card Citrine. Number 5, confidence is a skill that can be cultivated, and you are now being guided to reach for the light within yourself. This is going to be we're going to be discovering through this reading what will happen to the situation you have on your mind. So that's what is starting off with this reading, is that card. Let's see what the guidebook has to say. Any further information on it? Let's see, the key words is confidence, security, and positive outlook. So having a positive outlook on what will happen to the situation you have on your mind. And it says, the appearance of the sunny positivity inducing citrine card signifies the beginning of a metamorphic journey of self-assurance, confidence, and empowerment. It is a positive influence no matter where or how it appears in a reading, for it illuminates all dark corners and guides you towards unleashing your potential. The citrine card serves as a reminder that confidence is a skill, not a right. You are being encouraged to shift towards a more positive mindset. challenge any negative stories holding you back, and surround yourself with positive influences of people and information, such as books or courses, that will inspire, uplift, and encourage you to seek the light in all areas of your life. Let's see, the crystal citrine is a powerful tool for manifesting positivity and abundance. So, you know, wearing one if you need help with releasing negativity in any form, that might be very helpful to you. It says using a citrine crystal in a spell will not only give you an increased sense of well-being, but also help you create lasting change by attracting more abundance into your life. So this is the season of the Witch's deck. So, you know, when they talk about spells, it's part of the White Witch kind of, you know, their rituals, whatever. So if you didn't use your intuition, you may have preferred to pick your pile using a number, and we have pile 1. For pile 1, we have number 1 and 6. Maybe those resonated with you. If not, you may have chosen your pile with your zodiac sign. And in this pile, we have Cancer, we have Gemini, Sagittarius, and Aquarius. All right. So let's begin with these oracle cards to find out what will happen to the situation you have on your mind. I'm going to pull 2 of those. Okay. Yep, get in there. Okay. Little cards, right? That hair. All right. What do we have, Oracle? That will help us understand what will happen to the situation the collective have on their mind. Oracle, what will happen to the situation the collective have on their mind? Okay, and there's the tarot deck. So the first card we have is a major arcana card, and we have death. Okay, death and transformation, death and rebirth, right? And then we have 4 of Wands, which is like clarifying or you know, is significant to the death message. Okay, another major arcana, we have the Wheel, which is destined wheel of fate and fortune. All right, and what do we have? We have the 8 of Pentacles. So there's something about working hard, being rewarded, you know, in a great way. That has become, you know, your wheel of fate is turning in your favor, and abundance and prosperity are at your fingertips. So if something by chance you are have a situation on your mind that has to do with wealth and abundance, prosperity, the 4 of Wands, it can mean a relationship, but it can also mean a home, that you may be selling a home, maybe in the market to sell a home or to buy a home, but I would think it feels more like selling a home or selling some kind of property. Okay, putting something to an end, even if it's a relationship situation that you're facing, that's on your mind. You are putting something to an end so that you can move on and, you know, possibly start in a new relationship. But this would be the death of one relationship through just separating from each other if you're not married. But if you're married, separating legally and then moving towards divorce, right? And there may be somebody else on your mind that you want to move towards, that is going to know that you're going to have to put a lot of effort in, but this is your destiny to be in that relationship. So this could be either way for you, pile number 1, that it could be prosperity and abundance that we're looking at right now, or it could be a relationship, leaving one and moving towards another. If you're not moving towards another right away, it just means that you have that you have that on your mind because you know you don't plan to be single for the rest of your life after you get a divorce finalized or leave this relationship, right? So eventually you know that you're going to be in a happily celebrated union with someone again. We have trapped. Okay, trapped, and we have create. This is kind of what it feels like to me. These two cards kind of talk to me, speak to me, that I was just talking about these two cards in particular. Could also be these as well, but this is more subtle. And then this is this one here, the citrine one, is about changing, you know, letting go of any negativity, whether it's in your thinking, your feeling, or in your environment, right? Who's negative around you, kind of thing. These two cards here, trapped and create, is that you've been seeing yourself as being trapped in a relationship or trapped in circumstances, a situation that has not been for your highest good, and it's been holding you back from being able to expand your energy, expand your spirit, right? Because when we're feeling limited in some way, all our energy is pulled in towards us. It's kind of like we're sucked it in. It's been sucked into us because we just don't feel like we have the ability to allow our energy to reach out, to expand. Well, I guess that wants to be part of the reading, but through negative thinking or fear, right? That's negative thinking. Through fear, maybe fear of loss, fear of not having what you need to live your life, maybe you've been living in a certain status, right? Certain with the relationship, you were in a secure place in your life financially, and you felt like it was stable for you, even if it wasn't that great for you, or you felt like it's been going, you know, the whole idea of being with this person has been spiraling down in your idea of what makes you happy. So yeah, I think that you have been feeling trapped, not being able to really expand yourself so that you are a creator, just like everybody is a creator. Like that's our origin. That is our fundamental selves, is that we are creators. So when we restrict it through fears, which is the ego side of who we are, restrict it through fear of whatever limit, you know, we're feeling limited about, then we kind of put a cap on our creator abilities, manifesting, right? Manifesting that which we came here to do as a creator in physical form. So this is what I'm feeling like, is that you have been in a situation or are in a situation that you feel trapped in right now, and that you are moving towards your destined path of being able to be the creator that you're meant to be, creating the life, whether it's with another person or just on your own. But it looks like you want to move towards happier times too, death and rebirth, right? So let's find out what Tarot has to say. That's the first card. It said, I'm coming, I'm going to be in this reading. All right, let's find out what we have. I've pre-shuffled already, so you know, they're ready. All right. Oh, also, I have a rune too that I want to put in the reading. So here we go. We got rune tiles. I'm just gonna pick one, and it looks like, what is that? The wind or waves? I'm gonna have to look it up. I think it's waves. Let's have a look. What is it? I have my cheat sheet right here. Waves, yes. Waves is a flowing rune commonly associated with water and the color blue. Some of its meanings could be being moved, deep connection to spirit world, going with the flow, feeling that things are out of your control, confusion, mystery, unclear answers, insecurity, passing time, and feeling as though you are being passed. So in this reading, as it relates to this reading, I would say that you're discovering your deeper connection to your inner being, but you're being moved, like inspired, being moved to go with the flow and do what you intuitively feeling you need to do in a certain situation, relationship or financial. Okay, so let's find out what the tarot has to say to help clarify, fill in the blanks and clarify. We have indecision way, which is the Two of Swords. Okay, so being indecisive, at least in the beginning. The Emperor, number 4. Messenger of slow and steady, which is the Knight of Pentacles. The Moon, number 18. That's fear. That's fear. That's feeling uncertain. That's feeling uncertain, unclear. That thinks something's hidden, something you can't see, and a deep emotion. Messenger of romance and invitations, it's the Knight of Cups. Okay, we're moving towards affection, emotion now. Wearily defensive gardens, which is the Nine of Wands. That's feeling like you have been through the mill and back, as they say, the mill and back, being trampled over in a certain relationship or situation, that you're feeling you're coming out like a wounded warrior where you've been beat up, you know, maybe losing most battles, if not all of them, but you're ready. You're saying that I'm not staying, this is not going to keep me down forever. I feel inspired to take what I have gained from all of that I've been through and keep persevering, right? Then we have the Sun, yay! And Temperance, number 14, beautiful. Supporter of truth and protection, the Queen of Swords. Okay, excellent, guys. Now, the Queen of Swords here in this situation could be you, and the Knight of Pentacles could be the other person, or it could be reversed. You and another person you're moving towards. Or they both can be you. So you decide what works for you in this story. Okay, so the Two of Swords is having been indecisive, right? Where you were feeling like you just like, in those other tarot decks, you see them with their arms, their swords crossed across their chest, protecting their heart, protecting their feelings, their emotions, their inner self, right? From further bruising or hurt, pain, and they have a blindfold on so they can't see. So it's like they're choosing not to see, which really is a choice, right? That's made not to see that there is these two different choices or directions to go, and being so confused and not certain. It could be that you have been neglecting to make a decision out of fear, right? Out of fear of, if you made a decision, let's say if it was a relationship situation, a fear of leaving someone behind to go and be with someone else, for example, or if it's in a job where you're feeling kind of not necessarily trapped, but the ceiling, you know, capped off at a limit with respect to your responsibilities, your room for improvement in your position itself, taking on more responsibility and earning more in your career or your work that you're doing, and that you just feel kind of trapped in that position, that you're being overlooked, right? Overlooked, and being held back from being able to expand yourself. So, which is the creative part of yourself, is being able to expand yourself, flowing, going to the flow, feeling like you can step into the flow and just trust that it's going to take you exactly where you need to go. Okay, so the Emperor, that is really of someone who's finally taking charge and taking control and saying, I'm not going to be in this indecisive way anymore. I've been there long enough. I'm going to get off the fence as somebody sitting on the fence. I'm going to get myself off the fence, and I'm going to start doing what it takes for me to be able to solve the problem I'm facing, the situation that I find myself in, and this is what's going to happen for you, pile number 1, that will have, you know, whatever situation you have on your mind. And this is what's going to result in you, is that you're going to be taking charge of your life. You're going to be bossing yourself up, bossing up, being the one who makes sure that anything that's happening to you in your life is that you're the one who's making that happen. You're the one manifesting. You're the one creating. You're not going to allow others to be the one in charge, so other people to have your power instead of you having your power. You're taking your power back and saying, this is my responsibility, this is my life, this is my deal, right? I am going to be working hard to be able to change my fate and put something to an end, whether it's a mindset or it's a relationship or a job that you're working at. It could be, you know, an employer that you feel you're just too limited, restricted with being able to showcase your creative talents like this, and being confident, right, to do that, that you are going to be building, you're actually tapping into your inner confidence, which is your inner strength, right? And taking charge of your life, so that whatever you're going to do it methodically, you're going to do it slowly, because whatever you're creating moving forward, you don't want it to crumble and not be a solid foundation for you to build on. So you're going to be taking things slow. So it might mean that you're going to be doing a little bit of research on the job you want, the responsibilities, maybe even the employer, if you're leaving one employer for another, the person that you want to move towards to have a relationship with after you've left one behind. It could be even your health, for that matter. You could be deciding that you just, you know, I'm not going to, I accept that I have this diagnosis, but I don't have it. Accept it as my fate, right? That's it. I'm going to have it for the rest of my life. I'm not going to feel any better at any time. You know, you're deciding that whatever you're experiencing right now, health-wise, you are making sure that it's not going to keep you trapped in the mindset that label. Let's say you were diagnosed with depression, okay, or diagnosed with I don't know, diabetes or fibromyalgia. Why did I pick that word? Fibromyalgia. Something like that, right? That where it can be a debilitating disease. Depression, same thing. Anxiety. You're going to do what it takes. If you have to go seek counseling for depression, anxiety, you need medication for that possibly. Maybe you're going to start eating different, like better foods, like healthier foods, having a healthier diet for that sort of thing, which will help increase dopamine and serotonin levels in your body, in your mind, your brain, right? Or exercising, or maybe meditating, including meditation in your daily practice, that will help heal you from the inside out. Quite literally, from the inside out. Because when we tap into our inner self, our inner strength, that from the inner self of us, it comes out through us, out of us, through us. That energy of healing comes out through every cell and molecule, atom, right? And into the ethers. And it expands, keeps expanding. That's what happens when you meditate. You start seeing the world differently, because it's starting to feel different too. So yeah, you're going to be taking things slowly. Maybe you're going to stop smoking or stop drinking. So you're going to maybe be a vapor instead of someone who smokes an actual cigarette. Maybe you'll, who knows, I don't know, chew on candy cigarettes instead of, you ever had candy cigarette? I did when we were kids. They were so cool. We could pretend we were smokers, right? But that was cool to smoke back then. But yeah, you chew gum, whatever it is, that you're going to start replacing that habit with one. If you're drinking, I'm not saying you could be, but I'm not saying if you got into a situation you're an alcoholic. I'm not saying that at all. Just that maybe you want to cut back on it. Instead of having, I don't know, a beer or two every night after work, you actually have a half glass of red wine, something that's more, the lesser evil kind of thing, right? More therapeutic, whatever. So yeah, you're going at it slow. If it's moving towards finances, you're going to be growing your funds, your investments in more risque, less risky markets, right? Like stocks and bonds, as opposed to I don't know. I'm not stocks and bonds as opposed to the money market. What do they call those funds? Yeah. Well, anyways, let's move on. So it could be something. It's whatever it is. Emperor. You can be feminine or masculine. It's stepping into your Emperor energy. Okay. You're taking things slow. You've finally decided to get off the fence and make a decision that's going to be for your highest good. That's going to better your life. Better your life. You're going to feel better about every day. You're going to be happier, right? More confident and happier. Feeling creative, that you have the power to manifest anything you want in your life. You have your desire in your heart in the right place. You're going to all you need to do is put forth put the pedal to the metal kind of thing, making sure that you do what's necessary, working hard towards that, being persevering, and that your fate will be as a result of whatever you put into it, you will get out of it, right? So if you're putting the Eight of Pentacles into it, you're going to be getting like the Eight of Pentacles and more, nothing less than the Eight of Pentacles, okay? So the Moon, this is just things are unclear for you. You're taking on a new journey. You're taking a new path. You're doing a new journey. You've been rebirthed into a new cycle in your life, chapter, whatever, and it's unclear. It's unclear. It could be a little fearful because it might feel a whole lot different than your life was before you decided to step up into Emperor status, right? So, but you are looking at your life in a more affectionate terms, like opening up your heart to your life or to somebody else, right? To your life, you're opening up, you're looking at it with kinder eyes, because the situations you've been in before have been literally zapping your energy to the point where it's been making you feel maybe resentful, regretful, sad, unhappy, depressed, anxious, whatever, unhealthy. So now you're open your eyes. Things are not clear, but as long as you keep your eyes open, from the perspective of love for yourself and peace and happiness, having the emotion of affection or love or admiration for someone or someone in your life, something in your life that you're moving towards. You're going to be doing it. You can't. Okay, for example, we're going to be Nine of Wands. Okay, you're going to be Nine of Wands. The reason why I say that is because you are making the changes still in wounded warrior energy. Okay, because as soon as you make up your mind, you decide to take charge of your life, stand up and actually do what moving towards a life that is going to make you happy and feel more content and confident. As soon as you do that, the universe opens up, starts pouring in all those opportunities that match your new mindset. Okay, because the universe will pour in. If you have a negative mindset, the universe pours in other places, people, things that match that energy. But when we change our energy and become more positive, the more and more positive people, places, and things show up in our life, because we're a magnet to it, we're matching it, right? So you are still a wounded warrior going through this. It's like as soon as you change your mind, you actually start people, places, and things that match more of the mindset that you've moved into. So you are still going to have to battle your demons to some respect, You're in the flow, yes, but we still like try to be a fish and swim against the flow like the darn salmon do, right? It's not really effective. For the salmon it is, because that's just, they were born to do that. But for most of us, we are not born to go against the current. We are born to ride the flow, but we forget, or we never knew, never were taught, because when you're born, you're largely a blank slate. You got to be taught about who you are so that you can remember who you are. And until you know you can think that way or feel that way or step into the flow is the best way to go, you're not necessarily going to know to do it, right? So, but with sunglasses on, looking at the sun, you're saying, I can look at the sun and be happy. I won't hurt my eyes doing so. But I am seeing the light. I am seeing the happiness through the wounds of the past. I am able to see that I have the strength and the ability, the confidence to shine and to create and manifest the life that I deserve. I know I deserve. You're seeing things in a more brilliant way. Like there's opportunities, there's potential, there's illumination. That it's what's happening is that you're feeling balanced. You're feeling more balanced because your mindset is now reaching more positivity, which brings you closer to that peaceful energy, vibration, peaceful vibration of fifth dimension and higher. So the third dimension is the realm of the ego, of fear. The fourth dimension is space. Fifth dimension is where we really start tapping into our inner selves and experiencing the peace of that. And that's what you're doing, is that you're tapping into temperance and finding that balance between what is challenging for you to you finding a solution for it. Okay? And the Queen of Swords here, if this is you or the person that you're going to be moving towards, you decide. This Queen of Swords is someone is very powerful now. And whether you're male or female, you can be in the Queen of Swords energy, the supporter of truth and protection. This Queen here protects and supports not only herself, making sure that she is discerning what is in front of her at all times, being fair-minded, but powerfully confident and assured of herself. So whatever is uncertain here, as you're moving through this with the Nine of Wands, I'm persevering no matter what. I'm keeping my mind open to looking at life with, not rose-colored glasses, but with illumination and happiness. That the peace that I'm going to have as a result of that, I am going to be a very, very powerful human being, manifesting, bringing in truth and clarity and transparency into your life that you'd never had before. Not to this degree anyways, okay? So this turns out to be a lovely reading. I do believe that for you, it is the situation that you're looking at is, I would say it's more about you putting something, a mindset, an idea to bed, rebirthing and finding your Four of Wands life, which of course when you put a negative mindset to bed, and rebirth into a more positive mindset, you step into the flow, right? And when you do that, you become that magnet like I was speaking about, of the universe will start bringing people, places, and things that match your new vibration. You work hard, you keep doing that because this is your destiny. You're moving towards your destiny. You work hard, like you put in what you want to sow, kind of. You will reap what you sow. So if you put the Eight of Pentacles in, you're going to get the Eight of Pentacles back. And you will no longer be feeling trapped, and you will be in your glory. You're manifesting creative self glory. You'll be manifesting what you desire, what you love, what your heart speaks about to you all the time. And you're going to be doing it with a whole lot of discernment, truth, and clarity here. These days are gone. This day is gone for you. Okay, pile number 1. I hope that that was helpful to you, and we will check in with you again. Take care. Bye for now. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen this card, card 31, to help answer what will happen to the situation you have on your mind. It's meadow. Let your being be as full and vibrant as a summer meadow. All right, and if you haven't chosen using your intuition, you may have chosen using a number that resonates with you. We have numbers 2 and 3. And if it's not through the numbers or the intuition, we have zodiac here. We have Leo, Libra, and Scorpio, and Virgo. Wow, that's all kind of almost the fall, like fall and winter seasons. Just thinking out loud. Okay, so what we're going to do is pull some oracle cards here. What was it I was going to say? Well, so anyways, this is what we're looking at. I don't recall what I was going to say. Yeah, I'm going to read the meaning of this card for you. But so let's go ahead and get started with that before I start pulling any other cards. So we have number 31. This is the Seasons of the Witches, or the Season of the Witch Oracle deck. And we're looking at what will happen to the situation you have on your mind. Let's see what this card has to say about that. Okay, meadow, the key words are openness, full heart, gentle spaces. Okay. Meadow is a gentle card that encourages you to open your heart space and let your love spill out into the world. This is a card about connection, softness, and giving with a full heart, and when received in a reading, it is a sign that you are ready for love. Ooh, maybe a love reading, huh? Okay, this is the most auspicious card for relationships, as it means many things for the heart and home. To begin with, it is a sign that any wounds you have carried from previous relationships are healed now, and your spirit has room and the ability to allow a supportive partner bring nourishment and joy to your life. For those who are already committed, this card can represent a marriage, birth, or easing into the retirement phase of life. In all scenarios, you can expect a happy home and be surrounded by the people and things you love. This card represents the happily ever after, our harmonious space, emotional fulfillment, and so much joy that your being will feel as big and fresh as a summer meadow. In the realm of money and career, this card can mean receiving help from a family member or going into a family business. All right, well, lovely. Lovely, lovely. Okay, so it's you being ready, opening up your heart, being gentle, feeling full, alive, vibrant as a summer meadow, right? That's a beautiful card. Very colorful. And totally relaxed, right? Reading a book with a little fox behind her. And if it's money and career, it's something to do with family help, right? Receiving money from a family member or something to do with the family. Okay, so that's for your significator card. Let's pull a couple of major arcana cards. Oh, almost turned it over. Did you see that? Okay. I'm so silly sometimes. Okay. Get some tarot that's going to help explain what the major arcana is about. Right. Wisdom of the Hafiz. Yeah. The romance one. And I have a rune. Let's pull a rune, which we have. I think that's like woman or man or something. I'm not sure which way it's supposed to go. I'm going to look because I don't recall. And then we have the tarot to help fill the story in and clarify. All right, what is this one here? That one is, what is it? Oh, here it is, the woman. So it's kind of like, I'm looking at it like this, because you know, you see the butt cheeks when you're sitting down. It looks like that's the first time I looked at it. That's what I thought. Okay, so the woman rune is a feminine rune associated with brownish tones. Some of its meanings could be traditional female roles, traditional female characteristics, healing, a person who practices healing professionally, the home, creativity and passion, nurturing and caring for someone, motherhood, subtleness and softness. There's that subtleness and softness, which is a feminine trait, right? This is the gentleness that this card speaks about. All these gentle colors of a meadow, this is the energy that you're sitting in, okay? And this feminine energy of the rune is supporting that. So let's see what major arcana, the first one. We have the Fool. Ooh, starting a new journey after having ended, putting the cycle behind you. We have the Two of Coins, a balancing act. Okay, so the Fool is moving forward, but not as risque, not as, you know, impulsive as the Fool card could be on its own. It's going to be more subtle. Again, there's that subtle, gentle movement forward, right? That feminine energy. See what else we have here. We have the World. There's the chapter that came to an end for you, a cycle. Let's see. And then we have the Magician, which is a resourceful creator. So you're manifesting a brand new beginning. The Fool, a new journey. Wow. But it's going to be done in such a subtle, you know, kind, gentle manner of having heart wide open and feeling the magic of confidence and certainty coming onto your path as you're moving forward towards possibly a new loving relationship, a new relationship, or your first relationship, depending on how old you are. Let's see what we got here. We got pause for reflection. Yeah, so you are taking every opportunity when feeling guided to, because let's face it, when your heart is open, it's because you're listening to your inner self. You feel that love for yourself that then has to spill out into your outer world, your external world, and it usually means connecting with other people as a result of you expanding your heart and letting it fill your external world too. And then we have domestic key. Okay, guys, so it looks like you're ready for, you know, possibly a long-term commitment, marriage, domestic situation, right? Maybe you have that on your plate already. Somebody's come forward and said they would like to be married to you, or, you know, is feminine or masculine, whatever. If you're masculine, you might be moving towards somebody very, very, you know, taking that risk, leap of faith into the next phase of your life, which would be to get engaged and be married to somebody, to be committed to somebody for life, you know, fingers crossed, of course, right? Ending a chapter of being single and manifesting a brand new beginning with another person in your life that you have a great deal of love and affection for. You're going to do it slowly. So this would be like 6, 15, number 15 adds to 6, right? And that has to do with love, family, affection, whatever. You're going to do it, you know, in no impulsive way. Yes, you're taking a leap of faith. You're doing something maybe you haven't done before yet. There's a situation that you would maybe want to offer someone, you know, your hand in marriage. You know, proposing to them with a ring and all that sort of stuff. You're going to be doing, though, it very balanced, because you've been thinking about this for a while and you continue to think about this. This is you saying, yes, this is the happiness I can see myself being in with this person, in this relationship. She is everything that I want in a woman. And if you're the female watching this, it's you encountering that with somebody, whether it's in a same-sex relationship, doesn't matter, you know, masculine or feminine, that you're interested in being with. And the same could go for the guy I was just talking about. You might be in a same sex and you see this person as being really feminine, like feminine, that type of feminine qualities that you would look for in a partner. So take it as it resonates. But if you're feminine now and you're moving towards either another feminine or masculine, you are taking that. You're going to accept that risk. You're going to take that leap. You're going to be you're going to appreciate the fact that this is the type of movement forward, the new phase of life for you, that is going to be balanced, because this individual is going to make sure that they do it from the perspective that makes you feel comfortable, relaxed, right? Not fearing that next big step forward in your life. This person appreciates and respects that this is a leap for you. This is going to be a risk for you. Maybe you were already in a marriage, you left a marriage a while ago or recently, or you've been in a relationship that was tumultuous or just ended, you know, abruptly. Maybe didn't even end badly, but it's kind of like you're not too sure if you could take a risk on another relationship just yet. So this person is going to, you know, be respecting the fact that you're going to have, you know, some questions. You're going to be wanting to take things really slow. Did I say that this is like the King of Pentacles kind of thing? Taking things slowly. The domestic life for you may be something that you take very, very seriously, and you see it as something that will unlock your heart to the point where a domestic situation like this for you, being married to somebody, creating a home, maybe having children, stuff like that, depending where you are in life, it's something that you're going to manifest as a new beginning for yourself, that's going to free you from, you know, not free you necessarily from something, although it could be, but it could be that you're feeling like you're going to feel free in this relationship. You're going to feel free to be able to be who you are and to be able to create what you wish to experience in your life with this person, in union with this person. And if that's a family, you know, you're going to be free to do that, because this person's going to respect the fact that you want to have children or a child. Yeah, so I think that what this is saying is that the two of you are going to be on the same page about this, as long as this person can, if you're female, this person can abide by your boundaries, let's just say, not rules, your boundaries. That things have got to go slowly. You have to have chance to, whenever they pose a question to you or an opportunity to you, that they're going to be okay with you taking your time, the time that you need for you to mull it over and decide if it's right for you. But masculine, this is what you're doing, so that when you approach that person that you want to maybe spend the rest of your life with, whether married or not, you're going to be, you know, you're going to be doing it without haste. It's a risk for you, because either it's your first relationship, or it could be like the female, is that you may have just gotten out of one, and it's kind of maybe you're feeling it might be too soon to be offering your hand to someone else right away, offering to begin a new relationship, a new life, a new chapter with somebody right away. But that's why you're feeling like you are going to make sure that whatever you do, it's got to come, the energy you put into this, it's got to be not just all about you, but for the other person as well. That's that balancing act. Okay, so let's find out what Tarot has to say about this story. That situation looks like it's a love-related situation, but we won't know for sure. It could be something else. All right. what do we have here? Okay, Tarot. We have the Fool. Well, holy moly. The Fool. You're definitely taking that leap. You're going to do it. You definitely are. You're in the phase of life where you're saying, I'm ready to take a risk. You know? To be a little bit impulsive. Okay, Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords is about being betrayed, right? Feeling backstabbed. That whatever came before the last sword in your back was very, very extremely stressful and painful for you, and you're kind of left for dead. But and it could be because you were impulsive before stepping into a relationship with somebody, that you know now that it has to be tempered with balance. That you moving forward into a new situation, the situation that's on your mind, it's got to be tempered with something like the Two of Coins, or it could even be temperance there. But it resulted in, when being too impulsive, moving into a relationship, we're going towards something impulsively without taking time to think about it. You know, opening up avenues to information that you may have needed about the situation or the person that you want to be in a relationship with. It was, you didn't look into it deep enough with the key, right? You didn't search deep enough to find out about this person. Like things are like this domestic key here. It could also represent that sometimes things are right under our noses, right? Like when we fall in love with somebody, sometimes we don't even look at the red flags that are right there under our noses. And that could be one of the times when what happened to you in a relationship before, or a situation when you're maybe going into a partnership with somebody business-wise. You didn't do enough research or investigation right here in your own environment, in your own town, like in your home, in your own, under your nose is what I'm trying to say. It's right there for you to grab and look at it for what it is. But the nose got in the way. It was, the nose was, our nose was too big. We couldn't see what was underneath it, right? The love was too great, or the opportunity was too great, that we didn't look close enough to home for what the red flags were, that we were either not seeing or ignoring for one reason or another. We have the Eight of Swords, okay? Eight of Swords. All right, so mental prison, and the Ten of Swords had thrown you into, after being, some people might say I was foolish to do this, right? But impulsive and taking a risk without having done our homework first about the person, place, or thing that we were moving towards, at this situation that's on your mind, pile 2. So it had put you down, like you almost left you for dead. Well, you are, you're coming out of it, of course, but you're still guarded. You're still guarded, and rightfully so. You're still guarded and concerned that perhaps your thoughts about the fears and stuff about what happened before has been actually keeping your hands tied and from being able to move forward in the far past, near past, or very recently. All right, the Hangman. But through all of this, you have been gaining a new perspective, right? Because it's whatever puts us down is always rich with the opportunity of lessons to be learned, for us to be able to look at it and say, okay, maybe I had something to do with it, like impulsivity, right? Maybe I had a part to play in this, and that I'm responsible to some degree as to why I ended up betrayed. Okay, so you start accepting the responsibility for it through being hung upside down. This one isn't, but they're hanging in irregardless, and they're in the fire. The flames, they're in the fire. So they are being purified, forced with the flames, forced to be purified and to see things for how they were, not the way we wanted to have seen them. So you're recognizing that in this position. You're sacrificing your, oh, woe is me victimology. You're sacrificing that. You realize that you sacrificed your ability to be happy through not having done your homework on this person before you entered the relationship with them. Like, what were they like in their relationships before you? The job you want, maybe if you're seeking some kind of medical treatment, surgery, whatever, and I'm just going to use this as an example. I'm not saying any of you are doing this, but plastic surgery, right? You want to do your homework there, right? Because if anything, you want to do your homework, but most specifically this, because especially if you're getting plastic surgery done to your face, right? Do I need to say more, right? So maybe you moved quickly towards it, just sound like such a great idea. I'm going to have these really great cheekbones, or I'm going to have, maybe it was dental work. I'm going to have this really great smile, and at this great price, this person is known to either do it without having to go through insurance. They'll take a nominal fee to do it, stuff like that, right? We think it's a great deal, and we're going to have a great looking face, great looking bosom, great looking butt, great looking whatever, teeth, and it turns out to be a horror story. In the end, it turns out to be a horror story. And when you do end up finding out from other people that had these surgical procedures done by the same person, that they have had the same results, and if only you'd met them before you had your procedure done, right? So that's just an example. So you got a new perspective. You got the Prince of Swords, which is the Knight of Swords. Like, woohoo, I'm feeling fired up. Okay, fired up is for the wands, but I'm feeling gung-ho. I'm mentally strong now. I have gained a new perspective. I've become more of a stronger thinking, more confident, more assured, like more confident in knowing that whenever, because of this lesson here that's left me in the Eight of Swords, being guarded and leery about moving forward in another relationship, another career opportunity, maybe finances, like an investment, health treatment or procedure, anything, that you are making sure that anything that you move towards, it's got to be about transparency. It's got to be about truth and clarity. It has got to be, I'm assertive. I'm asserting my right for this. I'm asserting my right. I'm going to be aggressively pursuing truth with whoever it is I'm going to be with. But remember, though, the way forward, yes, aggressively, discerning, whatever, but being gentle. Gentle is the way to go. Be assertive, not aggressive, assertively moving. And so you're going to be not so aggressive, but more assertive, gentle. What did we say? Gentle and kind, and what were the other words that we were using? Gentle, kind, and just soft. A softer way. A more balanced, less impulsive, a reflective kind of way. All right. So then we've got the Queen of Cups, okay, the Princess of Wands, which is the Page of Wands, the Princess of Swords, the Page of Swords, and then the King of Cups. Look at that. You are a true pair. You and this person, or you and this situation, you and this thing are a true pair. The health treatment, you're a true pair, okay? The surgery, okay, that you're looking at, if this is your story. The person that you want to romantically move towards and ask for their hand in marriage or just to be with you, true pair. If it's a career that you and the job itself, the employer you know, the boss, the manager, or the owner of a company, the company itself, you're a true pair. You're a true match, okay? So what this is saying, doesn't matter what it is for you, what your situation is, this is it. This is what you've been waiting for. This is what you wanted before but didn't have, because you were in a different mindset of being not doing your homework and being more impulsive, right? Just charging into something. And this is about, you know, the good news about it is the Page of Wands and the Page of Swords. You are this. The Page of Swords is a student, okay? They are more of the student. They're all pages are, but this one in more so is the one that will do the studying. Okay, you are putting forth your efforts to make sure that you are clear about the whatever you're desiring and feeling really inspired by, like fired up about. You are going to make sure it's going to be good news for you all around. In the end, ultimately good news for you because you've done your homework. You're going to be communicating with people that are going to be able to tell you what you need to know for you to make that determination, that decision to either move towards somebody that is not going to stab you in the back like this relationship did. Same with this, if it's a new job or career opportunity, you're going to be doing your research on the company itself, the people that work there. You know, find out, you can get online and check out to see what past employees say about the company. If it's health, again, you're going to be talking to a whole lot of people about not necessarily only with the service, the medical provider that you're seeking to have a service, not a service, a procedure, medical procedure done, test done, or whatever with. You'll be doing that with them, but you might be looking at other, like I said, if it was it was facelift, you know, if it was a plastic surgeon, whatever, you'll be asking people who've had plastic surgery done by other professional medical providers, right? So in other words, new beginning for you, new pages for you, because pages are like a new chapter, a new page in your life, because you're doing it differently from a different mindset, which means what's going to happen to the situation you have on your mind, it is in perfect harmony with you. As long as you make sure you remember what happened in the past when you were more impulsive, you know, taking risks more so than making sure all the I's were dotted and T's were crossed with whatever situation you're talking about. But it's a new chapter for you, and you're manifesting it, and it's a perfect match for you. Need I say more? This is a beautiful ending to that story that we started off with, the medal. Just make sure you go at it feeling completely balanced in what's got to be right for you, and it's got to be right for the other as well. Respect, right? Being balanced in that. So, pile number 2, what a lovely reading, and I hope that you have the best of luck with this. You will, and take care of yourself. Till next time. Bye for now. Pile number 3, welcome to your reading. You have chosen card number 34, Prayers to the Earth. Become present with the blessings you already have. May gratitude fill your heart. The beautiful card. There's prayer. You are looking at what will happen to the situation you have on your mind, okay? And if you hadn't chosen this card this pile, intuitively, you chose it with a number. We got number 4 and 5 for you, and if not that way, you did it with your zodiac sign. We have Pisces. We have the Taurus. This is the Aries, and this is Capricorn. Okay, let's put those aside. And let's find out what the oracles have to say now about what this situation you have on your mind. Okay, let's read this card, number 34, from the Seasons of the Witch Oracle. I love these decks. They're absolutely beautiful. The books are beautiful too. The book is. Okay, so keywords is gratitude, acknowledgement of blessings. Okay. Many, if not all, the practices for all of the Sabbats are born out of a deep gratitude for another day of life, another morsel to eat, or shelter from the rain. These celebrations were moments to pause, reflect, and express sincere thanks for all blessings, grand and small. In today's world, however, it's so easy to get swept away by the desire for more without taking the time to acknowledge all that you have already. From the breath in your lungs to the shoes on your feet, there is always something to give thanks for. You are being called to shift your focus from what may be lacking or incomplete and direct your attention to everything that is already present in your life. Share your appreciation with others. Thank the rivers and the clouds and celebrate all that you have not had to endure. Open your heart and let gratitude fill in any empty spaces or feelings of lack. The more time spent in gratitude, the more you will fertilize the energy of growth and transformation. Yay! So that looks really nice, is that you are stepping into an energy of, or have been sitting in the energy of, at least being guided to be in the energy of gratitude for all the blessings, everything that you have right now. So let's find out what major arcanas want to speak to you in this reading that will help talk to us about what will happen to the situation you have on your mind. And then we got the little tarot cards that I just about dumped. Let's see here, to help clarify the arcanas, what they're speaking about. Right? A card from this oracle deck. Last one, and then we'll pull a rune. Oh, two want to come. Two are coming then. Now what about a rune? This one. It's empty. The sky's the limit, I guess, then, right? Let's see, what is that one? Oh my goodness. What it is. Huh. The sun, the moon, light. Well, it's empty. It's an empty rune. It doesn't look like they have a symbol here for it. So I would have to say the empty rune is that, sky's the limit. It's like it's wide open. It's wide open. That's what we're going to take that as, okay? With the major arcana, we have the Hermit. Ah, yes, the Hermit. What are we talking about here? The devil, toxicity, decisions made in the past that were not for your highest good. The Wheel of Fortune, we had that, I think, in pile 1. Could be mistaken. And the Page of Swords, thirst for knowledge. The Page of Swords, like I mentioned in pile 2, is somebody more of a student, energy, that they seek the truth, they seek information. Then our blank rune. And then we have new love. Okay, this could be new love for yourself. It could be new love with a person that you've been with in the past that ended, that they're coming back different, that they're a different person, they're changed, you're changed, that sort of thing. Or it could be a brand new love. All right, what do we have? We have Kindle love. Okay, Kindle love. Can we put that there? I think we can. Let's just move these things up a little bit. And then we have play. Wow, play. Sounds like fun. I'm all for play. Yep, love play. Okay, so guys, what will happen to the situation you have in your mind? Like I've already said, so become present with the blessing. So you being grateful for all that you have already, from the breath that you take to the shoes on your feet. You become aware of all that you already have, like giving thanks to the rivers and the clouds, right? That they provide the rain. You have the shelter to keep you dry from the rain. Just being thankful for the big and little things, mainly the little things, because they're more abundant in our life. Little things are, right? The more gratefulness and gratitude we have. Number 34 is 7 to me, and that's a heavenly number. That's like the Holy Spirit to me, number 34. So you give prayer to the Holy Spirit, to the divine, to God, whatever it is that you pray to, that you may have not been praying to before. See the Devil card, right? You have turned a blind eye. It's just like, it makes me think of an egg, but an eye at the same time. You've turned a blind eye. You had turned a blind eye to your inner light before at one time, but now you're like the egg now, which is the cosmos that you are hatching. The egg is cracking, you're hatching from a changed person. You've gone in looking for the light within you, like seeking guidance and just help from someone, right? And realizing that other people can't be that for you. Other people, sometimes they can, but only to a certain degree, because it really does come down to the inner work, right? Our own inner work. That we're seeing now that we had been sitting in a whole lot of negativity, negative mindset, toxicity, maybe feeling trapped by relationships and circumstances that were maybe to some degree beyond your control. But now you're in this energy of, now that you have decided that it's time, you've made a switch in your life to go from being this to seeking the truth within yourself, to now being grateful, finding gratitude and thankfulness for being able, for number one, to get yourself out of this negativity or this environment that was toxic to you. You've been able to free yourself from that by seeking within. And you might have dark night of the soul that was a catalyst for that, but now it's wide open to you. Like the sky's the limit, and the sky's not even the limit. I mean, because the sky, as you know, is nothing solid, right? It's like it's wide open, okay? And so you can rise above it. And you are now seeking a new page in your life. You're in a new page in your life. You're seeking the truth. You're seeking knowledge. You're trying to learn more about who you are, about the love that's within you. And this is new to you. This is new to you. That you are love. You are lovable. You are love. You're lovable, and that you are being inspired and encouraged by the divine to turn that love inward. Instead of looking for someone else to love yourself. Love yourself first, and rekindle that love that that has been there waiting for you. Get into a relationship with that love that's within you, and if it's not the relationship that's within you that we're talking about, it still is talking about that, but it could be an external love that you're kindling with someone that through this y'all are going to have a great time. Look at these squirrels. They're chasing and jumping from limbs, and they're just, the whole family's there. They're having a great time playing. They're at play. 9 and 1 and 8 is 9, and that is like it's coming to an end, which means a new phase begins. You go from play to like greater times, better times. I mean, what can be better, much better than a time of play, like a phase of being playful? It is having what can be better than that is being able to attract to you everything that is going to make your heart sing and be happy. You're going to be feeling fulfilled. You're not just playing anymore, you're still playing, but it's it's the energy or the vibration of play, the love of play, that is attracting to you everything that's going to make your heart feel full and blossom in gratitude and more gratitude. The more your heart fills with the love you have for yourself and others, obviously, that you're learning more about what is on your destined path. This is your destiny. It's your destiny to love yourself. It's your destiny to use that love for yourself, to love your world, to love the people in it, the one that you want to be with, that you want to kindle a love with. This is not rekindle, this is kindle. Kindle an ignited flame with this one. It's kind of like the lovers, right? Look at them kissing. So it is, the sky's the limit. Everything's wide open. You're on a destined new path. That is, when it's the wheel of destiny, it's great stuff. Like, it's really wild and crazy good stuff coming your way. That's the wheel of fortune. And you're learning more and more about this. Every day that you're moving forward, it's moving you closer and closer to your destiny of abundance and prosperity and love, joy, peace, and happiness. All because you've got a lighter heart now. A lighter heart through gratitude and thankfulness. Your heart is lightening up. You're feeling the vibration of having fun, playing with your people or with your things that you enjoy doing. You might have a hobby you like doing, and it's just like something you're just enjoying doing. Like I do woodworking now. Didn't start that until last year, yeah. And I set up a workshop for myself. And I'm just having, the time of my life. I would start working on making, refurbishing an old rocking chair that really was in bad shape after my daughter had it. But thank goodness, because I got the chance to start working on something that was dear to my heart, this rocking chair. And so I'm putting this, redoing this rocking chair and everything. Then next thing you know, my daughter wants me to make some bookshelves for her that she's going to put plants on, hang on her wall, put plants on. So I made shelves for her. And then there it came time, like at some point we're going to sell a house, so we need to get things fixed up and in the house that really need to be taken care of, because nobody wants to buy a house with those things not looking good. So I committed to, with as much confidence as I could muster up, to actually fixing these things. And I must say I'm pretty proud of myself, because I've been enjoying doing it, although it was highly stressful, because I was stepping into a new world of being a woodworker. Never done it before. And so everything that I did, it was a steep learning curve for me. It was stressful because I wanted to do it right, and I wanted to make it look like a professional had done it. And I must say, through toil and labor and some heartbreak, I did manage to make these things look pretty darn nice. Took me a little longer sometimes than it might have taken. If things I didn't have to kind of backtrack on something that I didn't do it good enough, and I had to take it apart. But it was worth it because it looks great now. So that's the thing. It's a new hobby that I'm doing that is making me feel very lighthearted, thankful, grateful that I have the energy and the wherewithal to be able to do something like that. It's kind of like my dad used to do stuff like that, so I'm kind of following his footsteps. Not that I ever meant to, it just turned out that way. So guys, what do we have for the tarot to say? So you've got a lighter heart now. You're stepping into that. So what will happen to the situation you have on your mind as a result of this? Let's see what we have to say. All right, what do we got, guys? We got first tarot says the Tower. Something had to be shaken down, shaken out. Look at the Emperor taking charge. So something had to come crumbling down, something had to be dissolved. The foundation that you were building something on, whether it was relationship, a business, whatever it is, it had to come crumbling down for a very good reason. And you're realizing that now, because it was not for your highest good. It wasn't. There was a whole lot of attachment to outcomes, and it wasn't necessarily a balanced outcome where it was good for the other person as much as it was good for you. So it had to come down in order for you to be able to move forward towards the very thing that's on your mind, the situation that's on your mind, in a balanced, harmonious, happy, loving way, because it is your destiny after all. It's your destiny. It's something that's going to be in your life. It's going to be something that is you're going to be very happy and feeling content in having. And so the Tower came down on your life because it had a lot of devilish tendencies in it. You had the dark night of the soul. You've been seeking inner guidance. You've been seeking illumination. You've been seeking the light. You've been seeking, what the heck can I do? I need to do things differently. Well, you heard that it's good for you to spend time in reflection and be thankful for what it is that you do have that didn't crumble. And even thank your lucky stars for that very thing, that, because often, right, something goes bad, we feel, and it feels terrible. We're not thankful for it at all. We haven't seen the lesson in it yet, that where we could say, oh man, I'm so glad, now that time's gone by, I can say this, right? I can say that I'm glad that happened, because if it didn't happen, this wouldn't have happened. I wouldn't have had this or met that person, that kind of thing. So you're seeing you're seeing this for what it had to be, the Tower. You're seeing it, and you're being grateful for that. It has put you in big boy shoes, which is big girl shoes too. It doesn't matter. No gender here. You are in charge, taking charge. You're stepping up. You are the leader of your life, of your heart, of your mind. You are the one who's in balance now. You're in balance. You're in balance. Heart and mind are, there's the Hermit again. Balance, that's a major thing, okay? We have the High Priestess, oh my God. High Priest and the chains, which that's the devil. Oh my gosh, guys. Holy smokes. So you got the Hierophant as a High Priest. You got the devil, a Hermit there. 3 of Pentacles, the Sun, and the Ten of Swords. Woo-wee. Sheesh. What's with the Ten of Swords? Okay. We will have to clarify that one. Yep, most definitely. I mean, you were enlightened here. 3 of Pentacles. Give me a moment to look at this, okay? So, I mean, you're stepping up, taking charge here, definitely. You look at this one, studying. The dragon is studying, looking for answers, looking for the truth, looking for the light, like a way out, looking for the limitations of the blind eye to what was really happening. You're looking towards opening that eyeball up, where the sky isn't even the limits, right? And you're just going to go above and beyond. This love here, wow. You have been finding a way to love yourself. You have been seeking, you may be quite a traditional person, but this is higher education. This is education. You've been seeking the higher education, and I don't mean worldly education. You may be doing worldly higher education, true, very true, but the higher wisdom, right, of education through your time spent in introspection, retrospection, reflection, whatever shun, because of the chains of feeling entrapped in a situation that was not for your highest good. You may have been in a job or a project or working with a company that their values were something you felt in the beginning you could uphold, but then as you got more and more time spent working with them, being around them, you started seeing the darkness in everything that they did, or many things that they did, and you just started having becoming self-conscious of a consciousness. You're becoming conscious of the fact that this is not cool. This isn't cool. You might have been in a relationship with somebody, the same thing. Is that you were seeing how they were in it with you for one or two reasons only. Could have been love and sex, or not love and sex, sex and money, finances and sex, or status. Like when they were with you, as long as you were on their arm, they knew that the red carpet would roll out in front of y'all, and they would be seen as a worthy a person who was other people were jealous of, other people saw as being powerful, stuff like that. Family situation, again, it could be a family situation where you're in a family business, or you are dealing with somebody who's part of your family, not necessarily somebody that you really want to align yourself with, although you had been aligned with them, but you started to see that there was a much darker side to them, or that it brought out the darker side of you, having that interaction with them on a daily or however often you did. It caused you, maybe you didn't like this person, and it brought out the worst in you. Maybe they liked to take you out drinking, and it brought out the worst in you when you were drunk, or you saw them that way. It was like whatever the habit, the addiction, the work situation, the relationship situation. It could even be health. You figure out what the house. Sorry, I bumped the camera, but it is something that was not above board. It wasn't correct. It wasn't doing things in kind, loving, caring, sympathetic ways, legal ways, justified ways. It wasn't being. It just was unlawful, possibly, and you were getting dragged into it because you were allowing yourself to, number one, just the circumstances, number two, but you were being dragged into it, and it was possibly causing you some legal problems as well. Maybe being sought as a suspect for something, for theft or embezzlement or whatever else, right? Or put in jail, like arrested, stuff like that. And maybe you were dealing with drug dealers that they weren't at first coming across as though they were dealing drugs, or they were, God forbid, other things like human trafficking, stuff like that, right? It could, I'm just saying that's not one of your examples. It's not something you're doing. It's just an example of how it could have been a deviant situation that woke you up to saying, things are not good here for me. Things are not good right now. What, if this person or if I wasn't involved in this situation, would things be different for me? And you came up with, yes, they would be. And you started to allow the relationship, the situation to crumble, to fall, to dissolve, which is pulling your energy away from it, so that you can sit in a place of relative safety and security, knowing that you can go within and actually ask for help. Ask for help out of this situation, out of this maybe terrifying way, out of this deviant situation, whatever it is that scared you enough, even with the relationship, the person you had chosen to be with, they were taking you down a dark hole, a rabbit hole, a dark hole. They were taking you down, and you were just feeling, very, very confused and needing to, like you didn't know if you're going to start doing drugs or doing more drugs, to try and, you know, to put yourself in a different place, you know, mind-wise, to escape the terrible feelings you were having towards the person, or the experiences that you were having. You're trying to escape it for a while. There's a plethora of things, of situations that this particular reading could be touching upon. Okay, so we're going to have to clarify this, because there's something that came to light for you working with somebody that in collaboration. This could be also building a new foundation with somebody in a love relationship. Okay, this is you now. Okay, this is what was going on then. This is helping us understand why you're in this, like, I am kindling a love with my inner relationship. I'm loving myself more. I went into hermit mode in order to release myself from this toxic environment or situation. I'm finding that I'm more grateful. I have a heart full of, like, thank God I got myself out of that situation. Thank God. Thank you, God, right? Your destiny is to be somebody who is learning, doing the research. Which one was it? Here, this one, doing the research. You making sure that you are keeping an eye on what's most important to you. So this Emperor's got like a family, right? Keeping an eye on what's most important to you, and that is your own happiness, right? And you've got to do the research. You've got to be able to seek out that which is for your highest good, that which is good for you, not just in the short term, but in the long term, right? And so you have been going within, you know, taking charge, saying, I got to get out of this. I got to do something different. I got to let this go. I got to get this out of my life. I need to seek help doing this. And you might have turned to your religious leader in your church, maybe a counselor, but in any case, you are releasing yourself from the chains of toxicity, okay, that the situation presented to you as eventually, because you're wanting to let go of, like, the chains, right? Being in collaboration with something that was not good for you. You want to rebuild a foundation. You want to build a new foundation with somebody or something else. You don't want to be involved in this anymore. You don't want this anymore. You've come to see the light. It's happiness, it's illumination, it's truth, it's clarity, it's healing, it's everything to you that you need to be able to release the toxicity, the negativity in your life. It will also include your own thinking patterns, right? But just other people and situations that are presenting themselves to you because of the negativity, because you have, you've been left for dead. She's crying over her dragon being slain. All right. So this is a situation that it put you down. It put you down so far that all you could do is cry, hold your head low and just not necessarily cry, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it just made you feel there was no way out of this, no way up. There was like, I'm down and out, or this situation has got me by the short hairs, I can't do this anymore. And that look what it taught you. It taught you to take charge, to boss up. Okay, boss up. It could be also too that somebody that you were in some kind of partnership with was in either it could be a married man situation, if you're a woman or another man, that you were having an affair with a married man, or it could be a boss or some kind of political leader or something, the judge, something that was a person of authority okay, that was taking you down this rabbit hole. Could be. Now, if that's not you, it could be someone external to you. So you take that as it resonates for your story here. But I want to, what do you call it? I want to clarify the Ten of Swords. So I'm going to use a different tarot deck. Give me a second while I mix these other ones in from the reading before. Okay, Archangel Michael, please find for us, for pile number 3, clarity for the Ten of Swords card. Is the final card that came out for the story. Please find clarity for the Ten of Swords. The Star, healing. Yeah, so that's where you're going. From the Ten of Swords to healing. Star, wish come true. It's you feeling like you are able to see the light, feel the light, and be healed by it. Be healed by it. That's a wish for you. And then there's the Lovers. Okay, so there's a choice. It's a choice between you and someone else, is between the person that you've chosen before and another person. Okay, the business that you chose before to be part of, partnership with another partner, so forth, so on. You see, it doesn't have to be love related, but if it's love related, of course, they betrayed you, and for a lot of time, many years possibly, even many months, whatever, you were feeling like you were, it was just 10 is the end, right? That you didn't have anywhere to go but up at this point. You're at the bottom of the barrel. And when you looked up and became the Emperor energy, you seen that there is healing, that you have a wish, that there is a choice that you can make that's going to see you getting back up on your feet, because 10 is the end. No more sacrificing, being stabbed, whatever. And you're going to heal. You're healed, and because you have choices. You see, you have choices. That the choice was for you to let this go and to see the light, right? To let this go and say, I don't want to be a part of this anymore. Thank God for choices we have in life. Thank God for being able to have options. In other words, we have options. We do not have to stay in a debilitating situation. We don't. If we so choose not to, we can get out of it. You may need the help of law enforcement at times, or a lawyer or the court system to help you, but you have that available to you. You do. You just have to find the grit within you to keep an eye on what's most important to you in your life, and that is for you to be ultimately happy, building a very strong foundation, having released yourself from the chains of entanglement, chains of being entrapped and chained to a situation that you do not want to be in anymore. You want to open up your life to endless possibilities, to the sky's the limit, right? There's always choices. That's what the Lovers is telling us here. We always have a choice. You're recognizing that, and you're saying, thank God I became aware that I have a choice to accept responsibility in this situation, but that I can turn things around by deciding, making the decision, the choice to want to have it differently. Okay, everybody? I hope that was helpful to you. So that's what's going to happen to you in this situation that you have on your mind, is that you're waking up and realizing that by just being happy that the tower came down on the situation, giving you the opportunity to make a different choice that is ultimately healing for you. Okay, whether it's a love relationship or something else. Okay, guys? So, take care of yourself, and we'll check in with you again. Please like, share, and comment, and subscribe. It's free. Thank you very much. Bye for now.